Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that drive covered 40 yards, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Got it in the middle, it's Daniels. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes the grab on the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
The hardest thing to do in college football is tackle in the open field. These guys are so fast, so elusive. You just want to get them on the ground. You see the swing and the miss there. It leads to extra yards. So hard for a defense to get those guys on the ground.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Throws to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Miami! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of it.
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the capper a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Brown has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for a man. It's Moss. Here's the pressure. That's caught. It's Bell. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. The snap sets up to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Cardinals will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Looks it in at the 40. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
The Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Pulls it in. It's Lyle. Across the 15. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Fires toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
They'll run play action. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Catch in the middle. It's Daniels. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. And the Canes have this offense rolling. With the run on 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane!
And what a push rush up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Moss. Caught over the middle, it's Stewart. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Cardinals come to the line in the hurry-up.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. A first down for the offense. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Back to pass. Got a man, it's Bell. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Makes the catch. It's Bell. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Off play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Cardinals are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Back to pass, it's Moss. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Cardinals moving quickly to the line. On fourth down, down. He'll try to toss it. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's brought down, but he's... inside the 10, first and goal from the 8. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Canes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Back to throw. It's Moss. Looking downfield. He's got it. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Let's talk a minute about Louisville's new quarterback, Miller Moss. Last year, started 9 games at his childhood favorite, USC, before being replaced by Jaden Mayava. Now with the Ville, he fills a void and brings a gunslinger mentality, Jesse.
He has that gunslinger mentality when it's going.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Bell. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
And the Cardinals come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game. And someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Takes the handoff. It's Fletcher. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To throw. It's back. Looking left. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. got it. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
They go to the wide receiver screen. He's loose on the right. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
How about this? These guys are going for two. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's back. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that two-point conversion.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. First play of the drive, wants to throw. The short hands, it's Brown. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
They're dealing with a second and long. Leaves it with the back. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Back to pass, it's Moss. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Kick is in the air. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. The run from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Here comes the heat. And they can't make the connection on third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. So first down will open up the final period. Defense wants to bring the heat. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Might be looking to run. On the run deep down the right side. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
To the air, it's Moss. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running to the left. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
The Cardinals really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Skinner. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Dropping back, it's Moss. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, the defense is going to have to find an answer for this tight end down in the end zone. You cannot allow that guy that much space.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Marion. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. Turning it on! Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Beck. Back open in the middle. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Leaves it with the running back. Can't get him to the ground.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Might be changing the route. They'll go to the toss. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Using his legs, it's Lyle. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Back to throw, it's Beck. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
And that time the defense dialed up a free safety blitz. They were able to get an extra number in the pass rush. Offensive line, running backs, they couldn't account for it. And that free safety able to get to the quarterback.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Missed it, no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Going right to work up top. Rush is on him. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackled in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to throw, it's Moss. Got it in the middle, it's Bell. Not much doing there. Just picked up a couple before going out of bounds to stop the clock.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Here's a throw downfield late. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And those are the plays that you worry about as a defensive coordinator, man. Not getting beat over the top, but not just by any guy, but by a guy that can fly. And they've been worried about it all game long. Their game plan has been steered toward that, and right here they execute at a really good level. Make sure they don't let him get behind them, and they knock the football to the ground.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, still going. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for the squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to historic Nippert Stadium, home of the Cincinnati Bearcats. And they've been playing football here since 1902, and the fans are ready to see their team take the field. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the West Virginia Mountaineers taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Cincinnati Bearcats. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Bearcats will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, West Virginia.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Off the play fake. Now adjusting. Going to try to get it himself. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Offense in a bunch formation. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Caldwell. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And that's one thing this defense practices so much throughout the week, right? It's creating turnovers. They are so opportunistic on that side of the football. They've got athletes. They've got dudes that are dangerous once they get the ball in their hands. And you saw it right there on that tremendous return.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick 6, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds a man on the left. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Bearcats look to keep this drive humming. To the air on first down. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And the Bearcats with the 1st and 10.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
The sure hands, it's fire. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Bearcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Grab near the marker. It's Allen. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The give on the option. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Well, it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Scanning the field, it's Henderson. Makes the grab, it's Vaughn. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again.
Man, he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coach is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle our guys.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Finds him out of the backfield. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Wants to throw. It's Henderson. Pressure coming. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. That is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. The offense changing the play. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Pryor. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Back to throw, it's Sorsby. Finds his man, it's Pryor. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Allen. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Bearcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Tight end now in motion. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Pryor. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Got a man. It's Allen. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Bearcats want to pick up the tempo. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Looking to pass. It's Sorsby. Gets it out quickly. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Motion from the back. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Motion from the wide receiver. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He makes a grab. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He'll set up to throw. Into the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Right down the boulevard. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Mountaineers will line up to kick off and start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Pryor. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. There he goes. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires on the move. Makes the grab. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Johnson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Caldwell. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. They'll move the tight end. They just keep firing. Catch in the middle, it's Pryor. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that curl route.
The play action fake. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Bearcats! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. timing and better execution. That is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
It's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over Texas A&M. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He stopped again. He's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And the Mountaineers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. To the air, it's Henderson. Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on third down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Makes a move. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Wide open spaces. There he goes. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34. The Bearcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking downfield on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
To the air, it's Henderson. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
On fourth down, going to the air. With the catch, it's Hamilton. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going. The Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. The corners are walked up tight. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying play action. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. From the gun, the ground game. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Finds some fresh air. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. The Bearcats line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Sends it back in motion. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And the Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and look for room. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Give to the back. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's White. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down and try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. This offense has it with really good field position. They want that clock to run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. They'll move the wide receiver. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Here on 3rd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Pulls it in. It's Royer. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. No good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Henderson. Bringing the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires it. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, there's something you don't see very often. The quarterback overthrowing that guy with his type of speed. There aren't a lot of dudes that have the arm talent to overthrow him, but somehow we just saw it happen right there.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Caught over the middle. It's Bray. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. 3-point lead, put together a great drive here, Jesse. You can turn it into a 2-possession game.
Let's do that. Let's get a touchdown on the board. Let's find out where our playmakers have the best matchups, and let's exploit those, David.
And it would put our defense in such a great position. 4th quarter, 2-possession lead. It makes it easy to play defense.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
How about this defense rising to the challenge? Focal point number 1, stopping the great running back. Check. How do we do it? Being physical at the line of scrimmage, getting off blocks, not missing a lot of tackles. They have checked all of those boxes and shut this dude down.
Motion from the wide receiver. Making side adjustments here. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Not much of a decision to make there, as the defense will move him back. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Bearcats send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. And they're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throwing right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Got the quick pass. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do affect his accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Unloads to the right. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, after the incompletion now, it's decision time for the head coach. You want to kick it, try to get this thing into OT, or do you want to throw this in the end zone and go for the win?
So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. And with 2 seconds left, their last chance to send it to overtime. And he hooked it, missed it badly to the left. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.